So, how was your guys' 4th of July weekend? Did you guys do anything exceptional that you need to share with the world?
Go ahead, Ryan.
I worked.
Whoa.
To be completely honest, that's what I did. I caught up while everyone was drinking beer and eating burgers.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't drink any beer, but I definitely ate some burgers, and I think I even downed 2 hot dogs. I kind of crushed it.
Yeah, I had a 4-day weekend. I think I did 2 barbecues and caught up on some work, of course, and then I played a 2-day long pool tournament, and out of 48 teams came in 4th, and so that was nice.
That's awesome. Kick ass, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I felt very patriotic. I was driving around, and here we have everyone in golf carts. You know, it's a very Florida thing to do, is have a golf cart, and all the golf carts had, American flags and, 1776, and it was just cool. It was it's a time where I feel much closer to my fellow Americans for that one day.
It's the one day where we celebrate what this country stands for, and the reason that it was started. And yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. Yeah. So outside of that, I think we still got the daily struggles of Amazon, growing brands on Amazon. We are doing quite well on that. I've been doing all the weekly reviews with you guys, and the accounts seem to be going well. Eric, your accounts are doing great. Ryan, your Google accounts are crushing it. Like, I was blown away. I want to point that out. I was blown away by the low ACOSs that you were showing me on some of your Google to Amazon accounts, because last year I don't think we had any accounts perform like that. So I don't know what the hell's changed.
It takes time. It just takes time. The thing is, Google is a long game, and Amazon needs time to start bettering your rank, and it's a snowball. People think, I'm going to start it on Monday and by Friday it's going to happen. No, it's not even going to happen by Christmas. But a year in, your organic sales versus your Google spend, that gap just starts increasing so much, because you're constantly getting new traffic. So especially if you've got some kind of renewable product, a subscribe and save, and Google starts to learn, Amazon starts to learn. You just start really, really growing, but it takes time. Unfortunately, not all Amazon sellers have perseverance. They need to spend and eat in the same week. And those are the guys I can't really help. I can help people with bigger budgets and that can understand, like, I'm going to allocate something to my future. It's kind of like a savings plan. It's like, I'm putting this away for my future, and it's going to start working. And you can tell very early on, is this really going to bear fruit or not? Like, if your ACOS starts slowly coming down, the conversions start going up, and organically you start moving in the right direction, it's going to work.
Yeah,
I got a question for you. What would you say is a good product or a good brand that you think would be best for the service?
That's a good question.
There's this X factor that I wish I could define, because if I could define it, I would create it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what exactly it is that takes that makes that difference.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, and that's Google to Amazon.
What type of product is this?
It's a protein powder.
Okay, there we go.
That's awesome.
Which, for a protein powder, this is even more incredible, Eric.
Yeah.
Like, if this was like a $1,200 lawn set, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. But this is a $30 protein powder.
Yeah, nice. I'm impressed. That's impressive.
I know.
The trick is, you got to try. You got to try a lot of products, a lot of ASINs. I've got one particularly fortunate client. He's an aggregator, and he's got a choice of 100 brands. With the amount of ASINs is ridiculous. So we just run the gamut. If it just doesn't seem to be working, we just swap out until we get like home runs, and I'm nearing the point, hopefully by the end of this month, where I'm starting to double this account size, because we've gotten rid of what's not working. We got what's working. We're starting to scale, starting to move in the right direction. They understand the game. They got the budget, and then we move. You don't have to be an aggregator to make this work. That Ian showed right now, that is a private individual client. They've grown. They've got enough cash flow that they can invest. We start off small, $30 a day, and we start to scale with what works.
And I'm not going to show the screenshot because it has too much information on the client. But I will say there are 4 top keywords that we've been running traffic on consistently for 1 year. We're 31, 32, 35, and 238. Okay, those were the 4 organic positions. Today, 8, 9, 9, and 16. So let me repeat that: 31, 32, 35, 238, 8, 9, 9, 16. It's like incredible. Their BSR as well, which is the overall health of the ASIN, went from a whopping. I mean, they're a high selling item, but their BSR went from 720 to 350, and that is a big jump. And when you're below the 1000s, that's a huge jump.
Yeah,
and I think that category, it's health and household, or it's like a monster.
Yeah. That's very impressive. I'm impressed. Do you have any screenshots showing the tacos and things of that nature from the Amazon spend, like how much money they saved by using the Google? Because I've personally seen there's a correlation between the reduced spend on Amazon when the AMP is going well.
So the issue that I have with that is not all of the clients can just hold that lever still. They mess with that Amazon PPC so much.
Yeah.
And that affects the tacos way more and in the wrong direction, because they're upping it, they're downing it, and it's just like going everywhere. And of course, this is an Amazon report.
Yeah.
So it's taking all of that into account. So it's very difficult unless they're holding that lever and they're just like, I'm going to prove that what you're doing works. I can't show you a tacos figure, but I can show you organically keywords that I'm focusing on, and I can show you exactly what we just spoke about, like just that sort of movement of the graph where your
separation
organic is just
gap.
your organic is just skyrocketing and your spend is staying the same, and you're just getting more and more new people to brand, and it's just going boom, 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 up.
Yeah, that's awesome. One thing I'd say, just based on what you said, is that when you're testing something, don't test other things at the same time.
I know. It's the same thing. I want it all, and I want it now.
Yeah. I want it yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, sure, that is the challenge, right?
Absolutely. Well, that's super impressive. Ian, I do think that we should bring this topic up since it is coming up, which is Prime Day.
Prime Day is in 5 days, and for people that are watching this, Prime Day already ended. But we'll tell you what we think about it.
Okay, I see what you did there. Well, the strategies for Prime Day that I'm getting from lots of the reps and different things in UK, they're pushing doing top deal over Prime Day, which is interesting. I'll let you know what I think about that next week. But you can, it's an or, it's not an and. So you have to turn Prime Day off your PED and then do the top deal. So we'll see how that goes. I would say that the best practices that we are implementing essentially is you use a coupon all the way up to the day of Prime Day. You turn off all coupons for Prime Day. You don't want them to use the coupon and the PED together. You want to make sure that you maximize profits, and then the day after Prime Day, you turn all your coupons back on to maximize profits for the brands. And I think that that's what's recommended also by the Amazon reps, as well as you should see probably an increase in spend by 20 to 30% in advertising, and make sure you watch those budgets and prepare for the influx of search volume. That's my recommendations, and that's what we are implementing for Prime Day.
Prime Day is always exciting. It's like a little midway through the year Christmas.
Absolutely. We were just looking at numbers the other day, and I think it was last year they did 6x on day one, and day two was like 3.5 or something like that.
Yeah, it's. So what do you think about the pre-Prime Day lulls? Tell me about that. Because that's a real thing too.
Absolutely. I mean, right now, if there's things that you wanted to buy in Prime, would you buy it now, or would you wait 5 days? I'm waiting 5 days. So the intelligent person that is knowledgeable and aware that there's going to be the deepest discounts of the year coming in 5 days, like I think that they're waiting.
Yeah, unless it's a a $6 thing of cinnamon that I just bought. But if it's like an actual purchase, what's meaningful, like a pair of headphones, a new couch, a dog bed, or even something in the $40 to $50 range, then yeah, 100% agree with you.
I mean, I'm personally going to do all my write-offs for for this year so far, like on that day. That's going to be my plan. I'm going to do a little shopaholic right there.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. So back to the AI product launch, the Pure Breed Pet Treat Company. I think last decided we were going to start with the Frenchie, which I think is actually a pretty good idea because the Frenchie has usurped the Labrador as the most popular dog of 2024. I think we were looking at the name being remind me here. Let me see what Mr.
Also the owner
ChatGPT said
of Frenchies are also a more pompous and a more passionate dog lover, in my opinion. Yeah. Like how often do you see somebody walking with a purebred lab that carries it in its purse with has like its own like diamond necklace? Like you just don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
Frenchies, you might see that like 3 of them at a coffee shop by 9 o'clock.
So I think the name of it's gonna be Frenchie Feast.
That's a cool name.
Okay. I talked to a big supplier, very, very large supplier called Pet Dime, for about 30 minutes yesterday morning. And in order to do custom formulations, you have to order a very, very large amount. I think it's
5,000, 10,000?
10,000 pounds. So that would be 10,000 bags every quarterly.
Quarterly. Wow.
Yeah. So then they pass you to the, oh, you're a small timer. So they kind of pass you to that department of, okay, you're a small timer. And then what happens there is they go, here's the pricing for the little guys. And I'm gonna show you guys a little bit what we're working with here. Now, keep in mind, their orders over 5,000 get a 10% discount. Orders over $10,000 give a 20% discount, which is cool. So let's do some number crunching here, guys. If you don't mind, Eric, get your calculator out.
Okay.
This is without.
All right, go ahead.
This is without co-packing. This is just raw treat materials. Okay. So we have to then find out the pricing for the bags.
Okay.
So you're looking at 15 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So 15 bags.
Mm-hmm.
It's $51.10. No, actually take $51.10 and take off 20%.
Okay. That's $40.88.
Good. So then do $40.88 divided by 15 pounds.
Divided by 15. $2.72.
Okay. So that's our raw cost for the treat, $2.72. So if we go back to Mr. ChatGPT, our raw costs without co-packing or packaging fee is looking to be around, what was it?
$2.72. You wanted me to take $40.88 and divide it by 15, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that was $2.72.
Where do we need to be? So here's what I'm asking Gilbert is after $2.72, where do we need to be for co-packing and packaging in order to be in a good profitable range? Where do we need to be with co-packing and packaging costs? So let's see what he says.
Okay, 50 cents to $2. And then
depending on the complexity.
And then packaging and okay, 372 per unit. Lower range, higher range, 572. I still think that those numbers aren't those dramatically cheaper than the previous numbers?
Yes. The previous, not dramatically. The previous numbers were $3.35.
For the pound? For the 16 ounce?
Oh, that was for 8.
I thought it was like
never mind. Yeah, it was. For 8 ounces, it was $3.35 for 8 ounces.
If you get that for 3, whatever it says, the lower range, I mean that's a 372. That's a great margin right there.
Yeah, so I guess now we need to start calling co-packing and packaging companies to find out what it would cost. They're saying here co-packing fee is $2 a bag, packaging is $1. That puts you at 572. Okay,
Oh,
good.
they don't do the co-packing for you, like internally, like you have to send
They're
it to
just
another
raw
company?
material. Yeah,
Oh my, that's now you have to add in there's some shipping,
shipping. Yeah,
there's some logistics. I know from my own experience that co-packing has a lot to do with volume, and it can be expensive if your volume is low.
yeah. So let me find out from them. Hi there. How are these raw materials shipped out?
Also, ask them if they recommend a co-packer or one they work with regularly.
Do you have a co-packer that also supplies packaging that you can refer at a competitive price? Okay, good.
It's because by the sounds of it, it sounds like you're basically you're going to have a lot of different line items. You're going to have the raw ingredients. You're going to have the co-packer. You're going to have the bag. You're going to have the label.
But that's okay. That's okay, because look at it like this: if you get the raw materials at such a great price,
Mm-hmm.
and we can keep the whole thing under $6,
Mm-hmm.
now we have something here, because now we can sell it, at a $5.72 cost of goods, right? 2 cents cost cogs, and we sell the 16-ounce bag at Eric? What's 4x? What's 4x?
4x what?
572.
Oh,
What's 4x?
that would be $22.88.
Good. And we sell the bag at $22.99. What is our net profit considering 15% cost of advertising? All right, let's find out.
Ooh, they lowered our selling price.
I put it at $22.99.
I like that. I like being competitive, and I like working the price up than working the price down. I feel like it's strategically more intelligent.
So here you go. We got a $7 margin at 15% tacos.
Did you include the Amazon fees? Okay, cool.
Yeah, do the same calculation at 20% cost of advertising, please.
I think that you could get away with $24.99. I think that the sweet spot when it comes to margin is $10, but that was $7 after advertising, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So here you go. This is a 20% tacos. Let's see what he comes up with. 581. Dude, if I'm making 581 a bag, I'm a happy camper, man. Happy dude. So if we can get the co-packing under that 572, if we can get it to like 5, then now we're at 19.99, considering a possibility of getting cogs to $5 per unit at 16 ounces and selling it for $19.99 at a 20% advertising cost. What is the net profit? That's my ChatGPT sound.
It'd be cool once. I think that every subsequent time would probably in the settings looking to turn it off.
Would annoy the hell out of you. Here we go. $5. Nope, 458.
What did you change?
So here's what I said. I said we can get the cogs to 5, retail at $19.99, 20% tacos. I'm not being super conservative here. I'm being aggressive. We still make $4.58 a bag.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, establishing yourself in the space, getting to a few hundred reviews, a couple hundred subscribers, and breaking even, honestly, that would be a huge win in my opinion. And I think 3 to 6 months you could get there and then start to rake in profit and make profit for years to come.
Well, this is happening. So it is it's either going to be a decent product, a great success, or a complete failure. And we're taking everyone along with us to find out.
Let's do it.
Yeah, but the net profit's 23% of the numbers I just gave. And that's selling it, at a 20% tacos. And so maybe we can even do the same here, do the same calculation, except change COGS. Okay, I keep saying COGS to $6 per, including shipping, because everything like that. So let's see what he says.
Yeah, you got shipping to the co-packer, shipping to Amazon.
Exactly. Yeah. And 16-ounce bag is heavy. It's a pound. That's heavy.
Yeah. The fees for the Amazon fees are probably a bit higher as well due to the volume.
So here we go. At $6, it changes to $3.58. But our profit's still 18%.
Yeah, I think this product very possibly could sell well at $24.99, but I do think that $19.99 would be good for the first 3 to 6 months.
Correct. I'm thinking the first year.
Let's go.
Yeah, here's why. I tell all my clients, your price needs to be low for a while, and they and the ones that listen to me have a better success rate. So why wouldn't I come in at a good price?
Absolutely. So just talking about that I've been on that conversation many times, and I always tell people this, that the first thing that makes a product convert better than anything else is price. People in America are cheap, and if you're selling a gallon of milk for $4 and it only sells for $5, they don't care who you are. They're going to buy it. The next one is size. Size is if you're selling 2 gallons of milk for the price of what it would be for a gallon or a gallon and a half, they see the value, instantly buy. They don't really care who you are. The hardest one is quality, due to the fact that you have to explain why your product is better, and you have to educate the customer. And due to the attention span of today's customer, that's why I consider that one the hardest. So price and value, I think, are the easiest ways to get momentum.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
let's find out what ChatGPT says.
Let's do it.
So what are the 5 top factors that a customer considers in order of priority or importance when deciding to purchase a product on Amazon?
Boom. Product reviews and rating, price, product description and features, seller reputation.
I think seller reputation is a little bit overblown here. No one
I don't
really
think they care.
that.
I don't think they care at all. I think that their trustability in Amazon is so great that they don't care who you are, and they just know that they can return it with no questions asked.
Exactly. But let's read this in read this in detail. So product reviews and ratings. Customers heavily rely on reviews and ratings from their buyers to gauge the quality and satisfaction level of a product. High ratings and positive reviews can significantly increase a purchase decision. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if your sales drop, what's the first thing you check? Product reviews.
Yeah. Number 2, price. Competitive price is crucial. Customers often compare prices of similar products and look for the best value for their money, including considering any available discounts or deals. Yeah, that's why Prime Day is such a big day. I mean, obviously, why would Prime Day be so huge, right?
Yeah.
Number 3, product description and features. Detailed and clear product descriptions. Now, this is where we come into what's called relevancy. Along with high quality images and videos, help customers understand the product's features, benefits, and specifications. This information is essential for making an informed decision. Seller reputation, I don't really care about that because the credibility is already there. Well, then this one's important.
One thing I would add about point number 3 is that you need to communicate not in a condescending manner, but as if you're speaking to somebody who's knowledgeable about the formula of the product or whatever, or somebody who's never heard about this product ever in their life. It needs to communicate to all audiences.
And number 3 being product description and features. Yeah. Okay. Number 5 is really important. Shipping options and delivery time. This is when the situation comes in where you might not be in every, facility, or you might have a good presence in the East Coast with same day, 1 day shipping, but in California, your product is 2 days and other people are same day in California.
Yeah.
So it says fast and reliable shipping options, including the availability of prime shipping, can be a deciding factor. Customers often choose products that can be delivered quickly and efficiently. Yeah, I agree with 80% of this.
Yeah, we worked with a brand that 0.5 was something that we argued with Amazon on a daily basis, because whenever the ship by date was later than it was supposed to be, the sales would dip by 20 to 50%. And so getting them to accurately show what the FBM template was actually, the shipping template was actually showing, was a constant argument.
There you go. There you go. Good. So look, we got direction, guys. I think for where we're gonna go is we're gonna find out about good co-packers. We're gonna find out about packaging. Hopefully we get a good recommendation from PetDine. I like the price though, after that 20% discount, the $10,000 order, but I like the price. $2.72 for 16 ounces worth of treats is good. And their ingredients are good. Their formulation's right on. So I like where that's heading. What's new with you guys? So Ryan, you and the family are in St. Pete and in the harbor parked.
Currently docked here for hurricane season. Yeah, we may fly out for a little bit and then come back towards beginning of October.
Where would you go?
That's the $1 million question. I don't know.
The world is your oyster.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm considering Portugal or Greece.
Oh wow.
And maybe even just the Dominican Republic down the way. I particularly enjoyed the Dominican Republic when we were there, but Kim and the kids did not, so I'm having some resistance throwing that idea at them.
Well, I've seen some pictures and videos of Santorini, Greece, that looked absolutely mind-blowing. So I definitely, that would be on the top of my list if on what you said.
The thing is, I know, and I think Greece is going to be mind blowing. It's the problem is it's high season.
Yep.
And to try get a deal right now on that side of the world is hard.
Yeah.
But to get a deal in the DR is easy because it's so hot. No one wants to be there.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for the deal. I haven't hit my income goals yet, so I'm not sort of in my private jet. So I got to get the deal.
Not yet. Yeah. Nice.
So yeah,
nice.
I'm looking around. I'm looking around for the best deal and the easiest and cheapest way to get there and stay there and then come back.
There's a place that I always wanted to go to, Venice. I think that would be amazing.
Oh, I think Venice would be incredible. I mean, the whole of Europe is really pretty. I think, France as well, just super awesome. We definitely want to do France. And there's, just off of Switzerland. So my family's Swiss, and just off of Switzerland, they've got the French Alps. It's basically being in Switzerland, but it's 1/10 of the price in the right time of year. So, there's all kinds of options, but they have the Olympics there right now, so I'm going to avoid it like the plague.
Yeah, that sounds expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, not sure. The answer is not sure. Are we going to do something? We do need to. What it is, I don't know. We're in like a planning phase. Yeah.
Nice.
And you, Eric?
What's the question?
What's your plan for the summer?
For the summer, I'm pretty much going to be doing what I've been doing the last month or so, which is going in between the pool and the hot tub and the barbecue. Not necessarily always in that sequence, but that's pretty much the routine.
Sounds amazing.
It's pretty nice.
If I had a pool and a barbecue and a hot tub, I'd be doing the same thing.
Absolutely, and I noticed that when we use the hot tub, that the pool pump pours over into the pool, heating the pool, which is a nice touch.
There we go.
Yeah.
It is a nice touch. Yeah, we got the same thing here. We got the spillover, and the pool gets heated. It takes forever to heat the pool, but you're in Florida, so you don't really need it very much.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. We have a. It took 6 months to finally get installed, but we have a propane pool heater, and it's like 5 minutes, and it's go time. It's pretty fast.
So, any other Prime Day things that you are doing different this year that you didn't do before, or are you pretty much kind of being the same? Because last year we had a great year on Prime Day, but are you changing anything up?
One thing that I would mention that some people sometimes make a mistake of is that it's 20% the last 30-day advertised price. So it's important to be aware that you're not running a sale and then try to put your price up within that 30 days, because Amazon will look to see the 30-day last advertised price, and you have to do 20% of that. So it's important to make sure that you do not run a sale prior to Prime Day, which they typically don't announce until the last little bit, but it's usually July 11th, July 12th, but it's definitely in July. This year, 16th and 17th.
So it's almost like don't run any sales in May, at the end of May, like from May 15th, or no, even earlier. Like if you want to really be safe going forward, don't run any sales in May or June. Or June, July. Sorry, June, July.
And if you
May.
want to be really slick, what you do is you put your prices up 20% 30 days before, so that when you do Prime Day, you just drop it literally to your normal price, and they call it Prime Day.
Oh, you guys heard it here. Hot take. The scam of the century by Eric Young. The scam of the century. I love it. I love that.
So
It's like those going out of business banners on the furniture stores. It's like, last
Every
call,
day.
going out of business
Yeah.
every day.
For the last 20 years.
Yeah.
For the last 20 years, every day they're just going out of business, man.
And I bet if you ask them, they're like, dude, tomorrow is not. I have no idea if we're going to be here tomorrow, because they probably don't.
You should buy today. Great deal.
You heard it here, guys. That's how we run over at Bullseye. Our Prime days are just the same day as regular with the strike through price. That is awesome.
That's the definition of marketing. Perceived value.
It is 100%, 100%. And some big news. My product launch platform, Celico. For those who don't know what Celico is, Celico.com. Check it out.
Boom.
We just launched in the UK. So
aren't you doing a discount right now as well?
We are doing a 25% off discount for all UK campaigns. I think yesterday we got in a bunch of UK campaigns, which is really exciting. And the whole point is that you can now run promotions in the UK marketplace on Amazon and help launch products there at ease, where we only had US and Canada before. So now we're in the UK. And then what's coming next year is Germany.
Nice. Is that going to be the whole EU or just Germany?
We're focusing on Germany because basically the way our system works is we have to give people virtual assistants to manage the audience, the shopper audience in each country, and that they have to speak the language. So we're going to get a couple German VAs, you see. So we can't launch in Italy and then they can't speak the language.
Yeah. Okay, but that's still UK that's huge, and not only is it huge, it's long overdue.
Long overdue. I'm very excited about it. So check it out, Celico.com. Book a call. Check it out. We have a really cool product launch platform, and I'm gonna do a plug in here for Bullseye, because these Bullseye guys they're just top notch. I mean, these guys are just the best in the business. Like you heard from Eric, we know how to scam people on Prime Day while keeping your tacos in line. So we can do some amazing things over here. Next call, we're gonna be going deep into packaging. I'm excited about that. That'll be next week. We're gonna find out about the co-packers and stuff and the cost per packaging. And then Eric, Ryan, and hopefully Michael can join. We're going to go into packaging design. So bring your ideas of how we can use AI to power our packaging design, because by then I should have a co-packer and a packaging company ready to go.
Okay.
Exciting. Frenchies. Just think Frenchies. Think little head, spiky ears.
with a snoring
No-
issue, the breathing
No
issue.
tail. Yeah,
Yeah.
breathing issue. Should think $5,000 with a shorter lifespan.
Yeah.
True. It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's funny because mutts are like $40 at the pound and they live till they're 15, or you can spend, 5,000-6,000 and have a dog that lives till 8 and needs heart surgery and a
Multiple
special
operations.
basket to hold
Yeah.
them in.
Well,
Yeah.
what they really need is good treats, and we're going to provide them.
Boom.
That's
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, guys, have a great weekend and have a great Prime Day for everyone out there.
Absolutely. 10x.
Thank you.
10x. Okay, bye.
Bye.